cool little technique I do. I call it strangling the string, where you go. Push down real hard on the string on upstroke. Well, hello class, how you doing? It's your old buddy, the session man, the Starship Trooper from Nashville, Tennessee, by way of Cleveland. Uncle Larry, how you doing, man? This is episode number 98 of the Homeskoolin show. And somebody sent me a little thing in the VCB talking about Stipe Miocic. You know who that is? He's like a heavyweight champion in the MMA, mixed martial arts. And guess what? We went to the same high school, man. Eastlake North in Eastlake, Ohio. I graduated in 87 and he graduated in 2000. The only difference is he could whip my ass. Hey, hear that? Crazy rain and thunder going on out there. So don't be surprised if we get a big thunder crash. But I'd love to meet him someday. I'm a big fan. Stipe's a bad boy. I'm glad he wasn't roaming the halls when I was in that school. Man, he's tough. Oh, man. Look him up. He's cool. Another fellow Eastern European. So, yeah, how you guys doing? Hope everybody's cool out there. Got the old 335 out, taking it for a ride. Little blues loop for you. Got a few things in the VCB. It's been a while since I've checked in with the VCB. One guy said, "Hey Tom, it sort of freaks me out that you don't look down at the fingerboard when you're floating all over it." Well, yeah, you know, I don't even think about that. I noticed when I play like live gigs in the past, when I really go off on some kind of crazy tangent, when I'm really orbiting, as I call it, my eyes like are rolled back in my head. I'm like off in space somewhere. I'm like looking way up here and just feeling the guitar, you know. I mean, you know, Gordon, my blind piano player buddy, I mean, he could sit down at the piano. I quiz him on this kind of stuff all the time. He could sit down at a piano, just get one note as a reference to where he is, you know, take his hands off the piano. And I'll say, "Gordon, hit the highest beat." And he just goes, bonk, and hits it. It's a total, you know, Buddy Emmons, the great steel player, that basically was the Jimi Hendrix of steel, that taught everybody, all the great pedal steel players. He used to practice in pitch dark room, so he didn't have to look at anything. He could just play it by feel, right? And I think that's, you know, if you're really going to get serious about this shit, you got to be able to do that, you know. Another guy said, "I've had this question 8 million times and I've never answered it." I swear to God, I don't even know the answer to it. "Hey Tom, do you put your EQ before or after dirt pedals?" I don't know. I never even think about that. I look down at this board and it looks like it's after, but I've had other boards where it was before. I don't think it matters, man. I don't think any of that shit matters. Does it sound good? I know the only thing I do with pedal boards is I have two rules when it comes to pedal boards as far as the layout goes. I'm not picky about this stuff. The volume pedal has to be post distortions. You dig? You got to have that. You got to have the volume. You got to have the volume pedal after your distortions, because your distortions react differently when you're, you know, starving them with the volume pedal. You want them to be acting as full distortion pedals, and then you can adjust the volume, right? And also, the only other rule I have is that all the trail off stuff has to be at the end, like everyone knows. That's, you know, that's the only rule. The rest of it, I don't think it matters. I just do whatever looks cool, you know. So Here's another one. Hey, this is a good one. Hey, Tom, what was the most embarrassing gig of your whole career? This is kind of a long story, and if you guys don't want to hear a long story, you should just check out now and turn off this video. But damn, this is from the heart, man. You're gonna feel this. Oh man, this is a painful memory when I think back on it. I suppose it was about 3 years ago or something. My buddy, session drummer, Tommy Harden, good guy. Him and his wife had this band called, I think Lost Hollow is the name of the band, right? And Tommy asked me one time at a session, he goes, man, our guitar player can't make the gig. Could you come and play tonight? We're doing a filming for this TV show called Music City Roots. And it's down at the factory in Franklin, right? Bit south of town. And I said, yeah, man, I'll come and play. I didn't know any of the songs or anything. You know, I just listened to them that day, made a couple charts. And we did a rehearsal that day in the afternoon. And Tommy is a great drummer, but in his band, he plays acoustic and sings with his wife, right? And they have a different drummer. So he only had one guitar. It was his old Gibson that he was playing acoustic. And I noticed it was buzzing, making some weird noises. And I said at the rehearsal, I go, Tommy, I'm gonna run home after this rehearsal. Do you want me to fix that guitar for you? And he said, yeah, man, take it. So I ran home, and I had his only guitar. You see where this is going for the gig, right? And for some goddamn reason, I don't know what happened, but the SIM card on my phone died that day, okay? And I couldn't receive texts, I couldn't get maps, and I'm terrible with directions, right? So I go, man, I better get down to this gig, you know, it's starting to get dark, so I get in the car, and I try to go down Old Hickory to get to the gig, and there was like a traffic jam, some accident or something, and it was a dead stop. So I tried to go another way, and I'm already way late. And I'm just stuck on the freeway, and I can't text anybody, and I can't get it, and I'm sure they're probably freaking out. And I'm looking at my clock, and it's like, I think the show started at like 7 o'clock, and it's already 7 o'clock, and I'm not even close to the gig. I couldn't find the place. I couldn't remember where it was. And I was like, I couldn't, so I like was turning in like gas stations, trying to ask directions and stuff, and it was just horrible. And I was getting so freaked out. I go, I've got the guy's only guitar, and I'm never gonna make the gig on time. So I finally get to the gig, and I walk in, and they're already playing, all right? And I slink in the back of this dark venue, and they sound great, you know. They're already like on their second and third song, and I'm just hoping that they're not gonna see me, and they're just gonna play the gig, and that's gonna be it, and I'll just get yelled at. But sure enough, man, after the second song was over, Tommy sees me out in the crowd. He goes, oh, hey, our guitar player just showed up. So I had to go up on stage and crawl around on the floor and try to wire up my shit and get ready to play while they're doing their set, right? While they're filming. And there's pitiful me, just like, you know, trying to wire up my little pedal board. Oh my God. He had borrowed somebody else's guitar to play a gig. Oh Lord. And by the time I got up and playing, I mean, I was so freaked out, you know, that I was in no condition to play. I didn't even know the songs hardly. And after the gig, I apologized up and down to him and his wife 1,000 times. I was just like, I am such an idiot. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. We tried to text you. We tried to call you. I think Tommy has finally maybe forgiven me for that. But boy, that was rough, man. Lord. Okay. Note to you guys out there. Don't ever take the front man's only guitar home, you know, after sound check. Don't do that. Okay, guys. I think that's, let me show you this loop. Here's the loop I did. I'll play it for you. It's just kind of a altered blues in E minor, A minor. It's got a little bit of weirdness. I'll show you. Here it goes. E minor. A minor. And then walk this A minor down. A minor 7, A minor 6. Here's where it gets tricky. C major 7. B flat. G sus. So that crazy walk down is C major 7, C6, and then this cool voicing of a B flat, where you got an open D string in the middle. Down to a G. G sus. I used to do that when I was a kid. I don't even know what that is. Getting ready for the big show on April 9th, man. I've got this same feeling that I had before I was getting married, thinking about the wedding off in the distance. Oh, the stress, you know. I hope I don't get sick. I hope something doesn't go wrong. You know what I mean? God, I hate having something planned off in the distance that you cannot run from. It's gonna go good, right, guys? It's gonna go good. The gods are gonna be with us, right? Okay, I think it's enough blabbing for today. Have a great Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever it is. All right, guys, see ya.